so it'd be really good, yeah, to hear a little bit about you and your experience.
As a midwife, we definitely saw a lot of mental health issues and how they can affect women both during and after the pregnancy. And yeah, I think that really highlighted for me how serious we have to take this and how common it is.
And what about you? So what about your experience?
So I did go to my GP and I saw a lovely mental health nurse and just had a few sessions with her, and she was just talking about what to do, giving you sort of tools to cope, and talked about mindfulness and that. And yeah, sure enough, like once I had my baby, and it's normal to have sort of the baby blues, we call it a baby blues, when you're feeling a bit teary, and that sort of within sort of the first week of having your baby. But yeah, after that, I remember, and I had a really difficult time having her. I was in hospital for a long time. I was very sick. And then in my head, like when I went home, everything was going to be really good. And of course it wasn't, Of course, your baby doesn't sleep and, the feeding's not going well. And I just remember having lots of this overwhelming anxiety. And I remember telling my husband, like, I'm not right. You have to take me to the hospital, and the next minute crying, but I don't want him to take her from me, it was really sort of full on for a little bit, but I was, but my husband was really good. And he's like, oh, this is, what we were talking about before. This is your anxiety talking, and all that sort of thing. And I went back to see the mental health nurse, and yeah, she was able to talk to me as well. And hopefully, luckily it didn't last very long. I think, it's a really common experience that a lot of women have. And I think, the need to sort of feel that you are on top of things, and you want to show the world that you're on top of things, You don't want to tell anyone that it is hard or you're not coping. And I remember having like a 9 a.m. appointment with a maternal child nurse, and I was so annoyed because it's so early when you have a newborn. But I was like, nah, I'm going to get up, I'm going to have a shower, put my makeup on, I'm going to pretend like everything is perfect, And I think, a lot of women do. You don't want to say, that it's not perfect. And I think that's okay. But if it goes on for a really long time, and and I think other signs to look out for is that if you're really caught up in the little things and you worry about every single little thing and you can't relax at all, or being very teary, that sort of thing, it's not normal for weeks and months on end, and that's when people have to reach out and seek help.
And I guess, like from your experience, both professionally and personally, what sort of advice would you give to people?
Just reach out. It's more normal than you think. And as soon as it's like any problem, as soon as you say it out loud and share it with someone, it's so much less of a thing, Don't be too proud. Just get the help, definitely, and set it up beforehand as well. So you have someone build your support network when you're still pregnant. So you have someone to fall out for. But I feel like the more at risk people who haven't got support network, I feel these people are more at risk, and as health professionals, we probably have to reach out to them more.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Yeah, and just to reach out if you have any problems with your periods or menopause or anything like that, your GP can help you out.